Hello and welcome back to my Rock Reiki page. Hi, I'm Michelle Crisanti and I'm here to talk to you today a little bit about synchronicity, coincidence, and how spirit talks to us through signs and symbols and songs and little events that kind of line up and tell us that, hey, you might be onto something. Um, you will hear me talk about this subject a lot because the reason that I do what I do is because I started noticing very literal synchronicities in my life ways back. Almost 30 years ago, things started to, line themselves up in a way that I just really had to say, this isn't just coincidence. This is guidance. This is a way that the universe or my inner voice speaks to me through my environment. And I paid attention. And what I found was that they weren't just speaking to me, they were speaking through me and giving me tools and ways to share the messages from spirit that I was receiving and also help people tap into the messages that you are receiving. So this channel and my work and the classes that I offer and the guidance that I offer and the coaching or whatever you want to call it that I offer has everything to do with you learning to read the way that spirit is speaking to you. This is a little bit about what I learned because that's my experience. But me sharing my experience with you is to remind you and to help you open up the ways that you can tap into your inner knowing. Whether you're clairsentient and you just kind of know things, or whether you're clairvoyant and you see things, clairaudio, where you hear things, you hear the voice that says, hey, that might be a good idea. Or if you read the signs and symbols and synchronicities flowing through your life, you're thinking a song comes on the radio, the bumper sticker in front of you, starts to lead you in a certain direction, starts to unfold for you information that's pertinent to the situation that you're in. Now, whether you've been starting to experience this and you want to know more about ways to read these things in your life, tarot, astrology, energy work, Reiki, shamanic, totem animals, the directions, different indigenous traditions. I have many offerings of ways to get in touch with those things. I'm going to be teaching classes in all of those areas. I'm going to be bringing video courses. I'm going to be bringing live video opportunities. I do private Facebook group classes that just, it's a really unfolding experience. You get put into a group of a bunch of people that want to study the same thing. You interact with the group. You get posts. You get to post. I come on live. I come on and share videos and thoughts and inspirations and pictures and meditations and blah, 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 blah over certain, 6-week courses, 12-week courses, coaching along with me, private coaching, all of those things, private sessions, readings, you name it. It is really important to me to share what I've learned because it really helps in your life when you can be grounded in your spirituality. When you can say to people, you know what, you might think it's crazy, but this is what's working for me. And you want to know how my life feels in balance, how I can keep all of these things going at once, how I can maintain my creativity and still afford to eat. How I bring all these things together and bring them forth to you, how I overcame fear and anxiety and that hermity, quiet space of the introvert to come and bring this to you. This is what I'm here to share. So I want to tell you a little story about synchronicity And it has to do with the day that my grandfather passed away. And this is a really special story to me. So bear with me. I hope you like it. Starts with this. So once upon a time, when I was in 8th grade, and I was living in Wisconsin, and I was going to a school called Phoenix Middle School. And myself and my very best friend, Gina, we were in an art class together. And we were learning how to do copper enameling. So this is a piece of copper. And this was glass. This was the little beads of glass. And we learned how to shake it out on our piece and to create. So both of us made this little Jonathon Livingston pendant. We each made one. And when I made it, 8th grade, quite a while ago, my dad saw it. And my father is a pilot, and his father was a pilot and was a World War II airplane mechanic and was very, very influential in the airplane mechanic world. And my grandfather, my dad is the first of 10 children, and I'm the first of like 26 or so grandchildren. So this lineage of the three of us is kind of precious. And so the flight thing has always been important in my life. So I make this Jonathon Livingston Seagull pendant, and my dad sees it and he falls in love with it and he asks me for it. And I'm, 11 or 12 years old, and dad wants it, and I gift it to my father. And he wears it some, and he, you know, kept it. He had it in his jewelry box for years and years and years and years. And I had forgotten about it a long time before, maybe whatever, forgotten or whatever. It had been gone for a while. So along comes my birthday. And my birthday is New Year's Eve, which is already pretty cool. This particular year, I was returning to it was a Saturn return of pretty epic proportions. Um, I was born on a Thursday, and this year it landed on a Thursday. Um, there was a blue moon that day, and so the second full moon of the month fell on my birthday. I was turning 45, which is a 9. And when I was born, my numerology was a 9 year. So I was returning to that, to the path of the hermit. And I just felt like it was really auspicious. So my dad, feeling also somewhere internally like this was an auspicious date and that he was going to gift this back to me for my birthday, dropped this in the mail. Well, my birthday, Christmas, all kinds of things, the mail, late, people drop my birthday presents in, after the first, whatever, used to it. But, it was about a week later. And I woke up to a message on Facebook that said that my grandfather back in Illinois had a stroke and was in the hospital and was not expected to make it. And so would we pray for him to, pass over easily? And I put a message out that morning. I said, because he was a part of, the airplane squad, I said, may the blue angels come and fly Grandpa home. I went to work and I came home later and I was sitting down at the computer and looking at the message. And my partner at the time came up behind me, and I'm absorbing the news. I see that my grandfather has passed. And I'm seeing some of the posts from my family members who were there and who are weighing in from all over from where we live. 10 kids, we're everywhere. 26 grandkids, we're everywhere. And I'm reading it and I'm absorbing it, and my partner brings me an envelope from my dad. And I open the envelope and this is in it. And I was like, wow. Like right at the moment I find out Grandpa passed, my Jonathon Livingston Seagull pendant returns to me. If you love something, set it free. If it returns to you, it's yours. If it doesn't, it never was. That's what this was about from the beginning, and here it was back on this auspicious day. My dad sent me a letter with it, explaining about having it for so many years and how he wanted to give it back to me and return it to me so that I could have my adventure with it now. And it gained super significance because as I was reading the letter, the Foo Fighters song was playing in the background on my radio in the background. Make my way back home when I learned to fly. I love that story. I love that memory. That's not the only time that's happened to me in my life in that intensity. And I know that this has happened to you. I know that we're all becoming more aware of synchronicity in our lives, just more and more. And more of us are saying there's more to it than meets the eye. That's what my practice is about, to help you understand how synchronicity is flowing through your life, how the flow of energy is in your life, where to unstick that energy, where to put your energy so that you can move in the direction you want to move, how to interpret the signs and symbols, how to draw in and magnetize your message, magnetize your life so that you're fulfilling your God-given purpose, your spiritual purpose of being here in this time, in this space, in this body, be able to share and shine your light, to step out of your fear zone, step into being comfortable sharing your message with the world. Whether you're just learning to receive, whether you're just learning to transmit, consider this your beacon, your radio tower, your frequency. I want to help you. I want to connect with you. I'm going to give you ways to do that in other ways rather than just watching YouTube, ways to interact, ways to get more information, ways to get into the classes, all that and more. You know what this is like. If you would, for me, like this video, subscribe to my channel, you'll be helping me reach more and more people. You'll be helping me inspire other people to their spiritual potential while we are all on the path together to ours. There's another great story like that about my other grandfather. Here's the two of them. This is Grandpa Davis. That's this guy. And this is Grandpa Kleeman, a World War II tank mechanic who passed away on the Day of the Dead. Magic, magic, magic. Synchronicity is real. Magic happens. It's all about managing the flow. Giving, receiving, being in the middle of it all. Information, material, heart of the matter. We're all in it together. I'm here to inspire. I love you. Take care of yourselves. Thanks for joining me. Like and subscribe. You know the drill. I'm going to get better at video and all of this and reach more people. From my grandfathers, from me, from the ancestors, past, present, and future with love. Peace out. See you soon.